Stay tuned if you're ready to talk about the Pluto retrograde. Hello everyone, it's Destiny of Manifest Destiny. I want to thank you for tuning in today. Pluto is the planet of transformation. Pluto is the planet of birth, death, and the underworld. It takes Pluto around 246 to 248 years to completely travel through the wheel of the zodiac. Interesting, right? This means that Pluto chooses if it wants to spend 13 to 30 years in each sign. Pluto is very erratic. The planet Pluto gives clues to the masses, the collective, the generation, their values. Simply, like I said, because it's been such a long time in a sign, it's able to create a collective, to create a tribe, and have people that have to transform, that have to understand power and more occult concepts together. In your natal chart, Pluto gives clues to how you use power, how you abuse power, and how you have to psychologically grow in your lifetime. Since January of 2008, Pluto has been in the sign of Capricorn. Pluto will continue to be in the sign of Capricorn, I think, until the year 2023. This year's Pluto retrograde began on April 24th, and it will end on October 3rd. So for roughly 5 to 6 months, we will feel the energy of Pluto in the sign of Capricorn, moving in the nature of a retrograde. Pluto rules the 8th sign of the zodiac, which is Scorpio, and it also rules the 8th house. The sign of Scorpio is known for being dynamic, very driven, very independent. They're in touch with sexuality, they're in touch with occultism, and they're able to go deep when other people or other signs are not. Scorpios are considered the strongest sign of the zodiac because they are able to harness such great amounts of power, and they're also able to release that power into the external world in forms of creativity. The Scorpion energy is that of great challenges to choose good or to choose evil, challenges to choose light or darkness, challenges to have the power for yourselves or to choose to release that power in forms of creativity to others in the world. The sign of Scorpio is also known for life-transforming events, for transforming darkness into light and vice versa, so alchemy, and also being teachers who teach others how to harness their power and release it into the world. I feel like Scorpions could be considered the master teachers because they're able to teach others to be as they are, to teach others how to harness their power and to release it into the world. Also, don't forget that Scorpio is co-ruled by the planet Mars. So we are about that action. We are, how do they say, we are trained to go. We are TTG, basically, like. And when you have action and power, like manifestation, action, power, manifestation, like we are warriors and we are healers. We are willing to go from the dark to the light. That I feel like that's why we're so powerful, because we have Mars and Pluto. We have an internal warrior with the Pluto, and we have that external warrior with the Aries, with the Mars energy. The 8th house is associated with concepts such as sexuality, birth, rebirth, creation, death, transformation, however you want to call it, loans, shared resources, debt. It's a very financially oriented house. I feel like the 8th house is also associated with children, since it's associated with birth and creation. The 8th house in your natal chart gives clues to your shared values with others, your shared resources with others, your traumas, and your points of psychological growth and where you need to heal your traumas. So I was saying Pluto is in the sign of Capricorn. It's been there since 2008. My generation has had to transform in a physical way. Like Capricorn has made us very grounded. We're comfortable with our sexuality. We're comfortable with student loans, and we're comfortable with taking risk to get to the top of the mountain. We're comfortable with transforming what is successful. We're comfortable with transforming our traditions and like how our parents did things. Dang, the smoke is like, here, okay, come on, cuz, go that way, please. But yeah, while Pluto is in Capricorn, I'm just gonna get my notes because this new moon's got my mind like mush brain. That's what I feel like. I recorded this video yesterday. The camera died. I did a beautiful face of makeup, but the camera died. So today I was like real Scorpio shit. Usually on Fridays I'm in like Venus energy, but I was like today, no, that's how I'm coming through today. Straight like that. So while Pluto is in Capricorn, I said we will see uncompromising and fundamental transformation. Like Scorpio, like I said, they're transforming darkness into light. They transform light into darkness. I feel like everything that needs to be said, everything that needs to be transformed, healed, psychologically grown from, it's coming to the surface, and it's going to travel with us as we go up to the top of the mountain like the goat. I said I feel like the society will be broken down and we will have to build it up again. Like as a Scorpio, I can't tell you how many times I've had to transform. I've had to be broken down, honey, broken down to build myself up again. Like, I know if you have a lot of 8th house, Scorpio, Pluto, whatever, and if you're a Plutonian, you know what I'm talking about. You know what it's like to get to the top and then boom, back down to the bottom. But it's not like, I don't know, for Scorpio, I don't know if it's the top or the bottom. It kind of feels like I like the balance of just being in the middle, having the good, the dark, the light, all of it, not just one side. Because I know, as my boyfriend says, when you're up, but don't forget you will fall down. And I feel like that's like a mentality of a Scorpio. He's a Scorpio. Like, we can't shake that fact, that knowing that there's light, but there's darkness, and there's darkness, but there's light, and they're both equal. Tangent or not? Yeah, we will see challenges in our society, changes in our society, in the economy, in the world, and how we relate to money, how we relate to, I feel like, sex workers and money, and like how the masculine or divine masculine or the men in this realm relate to sexuality and how they feel it should be given bounds, or how it should be given, or even like reproductive issues. I feel like I didn't put this in my notes, but it's all making sense. Just watch the news and you will see where the planets are. For real. Just watch the news and you'll see what's happening in astrology. So while Pluto is in retrograde in the sign of Capricorn, yes, we're going to have to focus on the things that we did in the dark that have to come to light in order for us to transform, in order for us to have like a breakthrough, or in order for us to get to the next step. And I said I believe these karmic debts will be associated with abuse of power, ego, trauma, And it doesn't have to be like a big T trauma. It could be a little T trauma. Trauma is what you make it. What's traumatic to you may not be traumatic to me. But I feel like the debts or the maybe even the reasons that we're here that are associated with those types of issues will have to be faced. Like my generation will have to face what we did last time. Like the energy that we brought into this life, we got to deal with it. But I feel like this is a really heavy, like, it's just so heavy. And I'm sorry, like yesterday I was so happy and my energy was up, but today I'm just very heavy. But I really want to talk about this and I have to get this video out. Because Mercury, Virgo, like, it'll just sit on my head, sit on my mind, sit on my heart. And I'm like, I got to do this. So I'm getting it out. Doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be out there. This transit is going to be a very traumatic transit in general, but we can do it. We were literally built for this. Like it's in our blueprint, it's in our natal chart, it's in our generation. We just got to be the leaders and we got to step up and do the healing. I think that's why therapy and spirituality and going deep and bringing the internal to the external is very big in this generation because we were built for that. That's what we're here for. My generation, we have to transform society's structures. We have to change the way that things are if they are no longer functioning for our highest good. Since this is more of a generational, like mass collective energy, that's why I'm saying that, like what we have to do, not what you have to do, but what we as a tribe, as a collective, the energies that we have to bring to the earth right now. You really want to channel the Scorpion energy. This is my necklace that I got from New Orleans. I love it. But you really want to channel the Scorpion energy and you want to do an internal reworking in your life. Like Capricorn is all about the external, I feel like, the physical, what you can see, what you can manifest in the physical realm. Scorpio, yes, they're on that wave, but they're so very, very internal. And I feel like that's what we have to do. You have to get the inside right before you step out into the world, or it's not gonna manifest in, like, physically into your hands. It's not gonna go the way you think it's gonna go because your insides aren't right, basically. I'm just gonna say it, because your insides aren't right. So do that internal reworking. I feel like as people start to do that, as on the individual, the collective will catch on. And if you watch the news, if you keep up with culture, if you keep up with the energy and just what's going on around you, you feel that as you've been healing, you see that reflected outside of you in the external world. Since Pluto will be in the sign of Capricorn, we are during this retrograde, we're looking at our relationships to money, our relationships to the earth, our relationships to building, creating, having foundations. We could even be looking at our relationships to the large masculine collective, like that type of energy, how we relate to masculinity, how we relate to providing and creating resources to create a foundation and success for ourselves. A really unique thing about this retrograde is that we are focused on trauma, money, sex, healing, birth, transformation. All of those things are energy. I guess you could say all things are energy, but just let me get this thought out. All of those things are energy. Money is currency. Currency holds currents, like electricity. Electricity is energy. Money is literally just energy. It's just energy. And what do you do with energies? Like if you want good vibes only, what do? You align yourself with good vibes only. So what are you saying, Destiny? Get to the point. I'm saying, what do you do when you want money? You align yourself with that energy. Like, what does Destiny do? I say I want passive income, and I'm aligning myself with that energy. As Lewis would say, I don't want to work no more, so I hustle. And this is my hustle. Reading cards, using my ability to harness power to help the collective. And I love that I have this power because it allows me to release creativity. And that's like healing for me. If I'm not creative, then what can I be? If I can't be my truest self, what can I be? And what is my truest self? It has to be healthy. I have to be working from a healthy sacral chakra. I have to believe in myself. I have to be balanced. I have to feel powerful and feel strong. And the only way to do that is the only way, air quotes, because there's many ways, but the way that I'm talking about today to do that is to address those traumas, to address your big T trauma, little T traumas, to address your fears, to address your doubts, to address your shortcomings, to address your dreams, to address the ways that you want to get your success and how you can do that externally. First, I feel like, especially during this retrograde, it's already very an internal to external nature throughout this whole entire transit of Pluto in Capricorn. But during the retrograde, it is very, very internal. It's like we're taking a break, basically, from the external side of this transit. We're coming back in, we're regrouping, we're doing the introspection so we can return back to the world and show how our healing can help others heal, how our power can help make others powerful, how our creativity can help inspire others' creativity. And like that, the movie's over. Cut. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Go ahead, like the video, comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload new content. Again, it's Destiny of Manifest Destiny. I'll see you next time.